On today's episode on WarpDriveM, we are going to prepare the F32 for inspection, or maybe it's already ready. At this moment when I'm filming, this car doesn't have any inspection at all, and I didn't knew that. It's kind of strange because I drive this car every day and I didn't knew that the inspection was due in April. See that? April 21, and we are now in June, and it's like 2 months expired for 2 months now, and for real I didn't notice that. And now we are going to check if everything is okay, because I have an appointment in 2 days time. I already done the brakes. If you want to see that video, I'm going to put a link in the corner. You can check that video out. But since I've done the brakes, I didn't set up the handbrake, and the handbrake is kind of too high. See that? It's way too high. You have to pull the handbrake too much in order to grab. Anyway, we are going to set the handbrake now. In order to do that, you can unscrew just one bolt from here and with a screwdriver, but I think I'm going to remove completely the wheel, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. I have to check these tires because, see that, I'm not really sure these are good enough for inspection here in Germany. There is a lot of thread on the middle. I'm not sure if you can see. I can complain about the tires, and I have the winter ones in here, which are in pretty damn good shape. It's like new, a lot of thread in here. Maybe I'm going to put the winter ones just for inspection. After that I'm going to swap with these ones, or I can install these ones because I have a lot of thread on these ones. Not really sure, but let's start by removing the wheels in the back and fixing the handbrake. Oh, before we are going to do that, see that, check this out. Nothing. Let's see how many clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, it's like way too loose. So let's do that for 3 clicks. I think it's the perfect amount for the handbrake. Let's see if we manage to do that. We've put the car in neutral, but if I take the ignition off, it's going to automatically go into park, and I cannot spin the wheels, so I have to leave it like this to beep. Let's hope we can turn the wheel. Yes, let's see. Let's find the spot. Done. See that wheel with yellow, those teeth? You have to tight till the wheel is not spinning at all, and after that you have to go 2 turns back or 1 turn, depends on how much slag you want to have on the handbrake. This side is done. I've tied the brake pads till the disc was locked, and after that I went 1 tooth back, and now it's perfect. I'm going to put the wheel now, and I'm going to repeat the process on the other side. Now that it's done, let's check the handbrake. So now we should have 3-4 clicks, no more than that. 1, 2, oh perfect, 3, 4, barely. Now it's done. Yep. 1, 2, 3, and 4th is tight, really tight. Job done. And before we wash the car, check this out, a lot of flies and everything. I want to check underneath because see that it's like a different color. It's not oil, it's dry. I've done the oil change just one time, and now I'm quite curious why we have this stain in here. Let's remove completely this plastic shield and let's see what we have underneath for the first time. So in here everything seems to be not dry. What the freaking hell? No way! This is a freaking new car. Okay, I hope the oil pan gasket is not leaking, but it seems to me that it's leaking. Freaking oil pan. Check this out. Oh my god. How the heck is this in here? How the heck this one was stuck in here? What kind of cigarette is downhill? Huh. Everything seems to be just fine. The oil pan is not leaking. For sure is coming from somewhere else, or for sure is leaking. Huh. Maybe it's already leaking. This kind of strange. It's completely dry, just this corner. Okay. Okay. Yep, it seems to me that it's leaking here and it's going all the way. Let's see here on the gearbox. Oh, perfectly dry. But what? Oh, the return line from the turbo, check this out, is leaking. 80,000 kilometers. That's like, I'm not really sure. Maybe 50,000 miles. 60,000 miles, not even 60. And it's leaking. The return line for the turbo is freaking leaking. Oh, and maybe from there is running in there as well a little. Maybe from there is running in here. No, it's completely dry, the oil pan. Anyway, I'm going to clean now everything. I'm going to try to tighten this one a little bit. This one as well, just a little bit. I don't want to break anything because these are aluminum. Like, oh. So in here is leaking. It's freaking leaking exactly here. Okay, let's tighten this one, and this one. So this part maybe is going to help. But my oil job, it was perfect. No leak, nothing. It's completely dry. So yeah, now I know that's why we had that stain on the cover. But other than that, everything is completely dry. Yeah, the return line from the turbo is leaking. I have to replace that completely. And right on top in there is some oil. Okay, I'm going to dig a little bit deeper. It's not bad, not bad. And I'm going to put everything back. I'm going to clean this protective shield as well, and we are going to wash the car and we are going to drive for inspection. And after a few minutes of cleaning, we don't have any kind of oil, nothing. I've cleaned everything, including these plugs. I've tied all the bolts like half turn each. All the bolts that I had access on the lower side, on the top side is no problem. So that's done, it's clean. I've cleaned in there on the turbo, on the return line. I've checked everything, everything is tight. I think it was just a little bit of drip, it was not leaking, and I hope, because now it's clean, I can check if it's coming oil from somewhere or not. On the trunk now we have the triangle in here that is mandatory. We have the emergency kit as well that is mandatory, and this is optional. The fire extinguisher is optional, but I have one. I have a vest in there, and I think that's about it. But before we wash the car, I've noticed that it wants to rain, so let's vacuum the inside of the car, and if it's not raining, we are going to wash the car after that. God damn, this car looks good. Perfect. Check this out. Shines everywhere. No more flies. The car is perfect. And this is the next day. I'm driving to inspection. Check this out. It's raining like hell. So I've washed the car for nothing. Anyway, we have to leave the car in there. I have to do some other stuff, and I'm going to pick up the car today in the evening. I'm not really sure, and I'm pretty sure everything will be fine. And tada, we are home. I pick up the car. Check this out. I've just washed the car for inspection, and now it's because it was raining, we have a lot of dirt in here. But the most important part is this. We have new 2 years inspection, 23 and till June in 23, so 2 years inspection, not a single problem, everything was fine. And now we can close the video in here. I'm finally happy that I'm legally again on the road. I can drive the car legally now without any problem, but like I said in the beginning of the video, I didn't knew that I don't have inspection. Luckily everything was fine. It's still fine with the car. I've cleaned everything on the turbo and on the return line. I'm going to check the oil pan gasket as well, and I'm gonna give you some updates in the future if we have to replace something. I don't think it will be the case, because like I said, it wasn't that fresh of an oil, just except in one part on the oil pan. But I'm going to check this in a few days to see if we have any new leak, or I think it's gone because I tied the bolts on the inspection or on inspection pan on the oil pan, and the return line from the turbo there was a little bit of oil in there, but it wasn't fresh oil, so maybe some time was had. I'm not really sure, but I'm going to follow everything. If you like this episode, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, as usual, thumbs down. Until next time, see you later.